And Gigi, I promised you that I would show you the bacon that's in the kitchen. Now, first we walk in here, and this is the doorway. Look, this is a threshold. It's nice and sturdy. If you may not see, it's hollow there, but it's made of some sort of metal, okay? And then we have these sticky things right here that I need to take off, but I can't really. I don't know how to get them off. There's a hole. Anyway, so when we walk in here, I've noticed an accumulation, buildup, if you will, of bacon grease, probably butter as well. Now, if we look at the kitchen, look at this. This is a kitchen. This is the fridge. That's a stove, okay? Stove. And that's where we cook. Look, this one right here. If we look underneath it, I've never really looked under here, but I'm sure there's bacon. Up top, there's probably bacon. Look, we're gonna turn the light on. I explained the light. Look at this. There's a tinge of of bacon grease. Bacon grease. Now look at this. This is insane. I have suspected for quite some time that this is indeed bacon, and in fact, we can tell that one's about to drop. It's about to drop right there. Do you see it? See? Look. All right, so what I'm gonna do, oh, look at this. Also, so we make the coffee here, but I stand on this, okay? I cut my foot. And so I stand on this and I just move around, and as I do so, I clean the floor, I wipe the bacon up, okay? But I have noticed that I don't stand here as much, because when I do, there's oftentimes a puddle of bacon there. And I have also suspected for quite some time that this is also bacon grease, and it's up here. And to be honest with you, I'm kind of proud of it. I do feel like I'm about to have a heart attack at most times of the day, but c'est la vie, as the Mexicans say. Now, also, I've noticed bacon grease in this corner right there, in this sector, if you will, okay? Sometimes I track it, but then I just go and just wipe it off right here. All right, now I'm going to show you exactly how this happens. What we're gonna do, we're gonna take just a little bit of butter, okay? Right there, okay? See, this is butter, look. This is butter. Now, what we're gonna do, we're gonna go over here and just throw it right in there. We're gonna go one, we're gonna go two. Then we're gonna turn this on in a second. So here's what we're making. We're making scrambled eggs with a caper butter sauce, okay? Black butter sauce. It's gonna be black butter. You just simply heat it and it turns black. And then we put capers in it and we crisp them in the heat of the pan right here with this. I'll turn this on to about number 8 or 9. Okay. And then after that, after we do that, then I throw the slabs of bacon on. Okay, we have bacon up here. Look, bacon. Uncured. We brown it right here. You see this? You see, that's a stove. Look. Upper left. Bottom right. Spatula. Now, we're gonna take this and we're gonna kind of slowly raking the butter. And you see this little brown here. Look at that. Then, bacon grease up top, which I've wiped away recently. Now, what we're gonna do, we have Aunt Jemima on the capers right here. These are capers. Okay, Zertz doesn't know what capers are. These are capers. Now, take just a little bit, about yay, and then just ever so slightly sprinkle. See what's happening? Okay, now, what's happening? See this? It's going up. And if I do this, yes, see, my hand is becoming glazed with butter, okay? Now, what we do, I rake it this way. I'm gonna take this. This is gonna require a lot of skill on my part. I'm gonna take this. I'm gonna turn it. Okay, wait. I need to put this down just for a second. And what I'm doing, I'm raking these capers into the butter. We're gonna have them cook. Now look at this. Look at it. Yeah. And then we're gonna slather, if you will, this butter caper sauce onto those eggs. On the eggs. Now, we're just waiting. All right, that looks good. Now, but look at this. See, it's getting greasy. I do this every morning. Every morning. All right, my kitchen essentially is coated with grease everywhere. If I was to touch the cabinets, there'd be butter on it. A mixture of butter and bacon grease. Now, the bacon grease is going to go in here once I'm done, and then I'll throw this in the trash. I know people can cook with it, but you know, I like to be healthy and not eat a lot of fat. Now, as we can see, the bacon grease is going up. So now, not only do we have a combination of butter, we also now butter. Not a combination. We have butter, but we also have number two, bacon grease. Bacon grease. Okay. Now, what we're going to do, we're going to flip this again. See this pan just slathered in bacon. Now, you might say to yourself, Louis, one cooking isn't going to be enough to coat your entire kitchen with bacon. You're missing a point. I do this every morning. All right? It is great. It is wonderful. I'm not going to regret this. All right, so we flipped it. We flipped it here. We did this with a fork. This is a fork in Gingy. All right, this is a fork. Still coming up. And as you can tell, it's just a little bit more orange here. We're going to look at the light afterwards, and I'm going to show you exactly, I'm going to prove my point that is indeed bacon grease on it. My kitchen is a living organism. It has an ecosystem of its own. It is scary, but it's also a rush every time you walk in. Every time you walk in, there's something. There's something going on. Something like the Helsinki episode of 2019. That was bad. Ants just wouldn't stop. All those little critters. But I got them, and I got them. All right, so what we're doing now, I literally overcooked it just a little bit. That's okay. See, I like my bacon a little bit soft. I'm just going to break them up like this. Give them a little jiggle. And we're just going to bring over this one. Boom, shakalaka. Look at this. Butter and bacon. Yeah. Now, here we're looking at the aftermath. Look at that. Look. Aftermath of the cooking. Now, let me show you what I was talking about. Here we have this top part, okay? We have the top part, but we also have this. That's about to drop. Oh my gosh, it's all crusty on the top.